Of a very serious thunderstorm out there. In fact, we have some videotape to show you that shows this very dramatic tornado caught from a helicopter from our sister station at KCNC out in Denver. Now, the actual tornado was touching down, but you didn't quite see it, and then as it was dissipating, it was beginning to lift off, but the invisible part of it still kicking up debris in the air. Quite a dramatic sight, a very strange-looking funnel sticking down from the clouds over the suburbs of Denver, just to the east of Denver. These are the sort of the dying stages of it. You can see a rain shaft there, and there it is way off on the plains to the east of Denver, kicking up some dust. Quite a dramatic sight. Well, we can put the clouds in motion, and you can see this thunderstorm erupting. They've been getting them off and on. Here we go. Right in eastern Colorado later on this afternoon, we got a line of some showers across this region as well. This is the leading edge, the frontal zone. It's going to be approaching us with some cooler, drier air.
The twisters tore through the city, overturning cars and blowing out storefronts. Bob McNamara reports.
For a time, as many as 4 big funnel clouds dangled from Denver's late afternoon skies. One of them lumbering almost harmlessly across the countryside north of the city, but 2 others not as kind. In Denver itself, one twister wrecked a business district. The cars and trucks flipped over in the streets and nearby parking lots, some with people in them at the time. Buildings lost windows and signs, and a portion of a warehouse collapsed. Also, a nearby neighborhood was hit.
I saw it coming straight for our street, and I ran downstairs with my kids, and then I remember the dog was outside, and I went out to get him, and the wind had already picked him up off the ground, and I just grabbed him and ran inside as fast as I could, went down in the basement, and just prayed to God that it didn't blow my house away.
Through his home video camera, this is what Kevin Truitt saw of the second twister after it hit 3 blocks away. Here in a neighborhood near Denver's airport, oak and elm trees were uprooted by the dozens, some falling on homes and cars. But here, too, there were no serious injuries.
You know, God saved us. We were real lucky today. And as long as we're okay, that's all that matters.
Another funnel on the way. Evacuate the area.
But the other twister never touched down, drifting slowly toward the eastern Colorado plains before it disappeared. Bob McNamara, CBS News, Denver.
In homes and uprooting some trees. The storm knocked out phone service and electricity for hundreds of people.
Areas of the country parched by drought, the wet gray clouds that formed over Denver would have been a blessing. But these clouds were a curse, spawning at least 3 tornadoes. The twisters snapped power lines, shattered buildings, disrupted traffic at the city's airport, and left Denver residents shaking their heads at nature's capricious ability to disrupt human routine.
It came and it landed right here, and it set this car off to the left, and it blew this one over to the right, picked one up out of the parking lot and put it right there at 7-Eleven. My car got crushed by this wall right here. My car's totally gone.
When I jumped out of my van, I hit under a low-lying stairwell. My van's got a broken window and the slice like somebody went through a can opener.
One of several twisters blamed for overturning vehicles, blowing out windows, and shutting down Stapleton Airport. Several people are recovering from cuts sustained in the outbreak, including 3 Mountain Bell employees hurt when their building was demolished. The most damage is being reported in the vicinity of Broadway and Evans Streets in South Denver. The city. A tornado north of Stapleton Airport is blamed for delaying air traffic as the control tower shut down for close to 20 minutes as a safety precaution. Several people are recovering from cuts sustained in the blowing glass and debris as the twisters turned over vehicles and blew out storefronts at Broadway and Evans Streets.